Okay. Has anything showed up?
Mm-mm. Maybe go live, right?
Yeah, we're live. Huh.
Hold on. Mm, Nothing. We're not live at all.
No,
Well, here.
no, that's a year ago.
No, you're not live at all.
Come on.
Let me look at my phone. Maybe it's delayed.
All right.
Talk to them. Oh, we're live.
Oh,
Here.
all right. Cool. I'll clip this out later. Okay, ready?
Hold on. Cheers to a good show.
All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the LA couple.
Hello, guys. We're back. Woo! 2025.
That's right. Here we are.
Get in the plane.
Yeah. Never again.
Never again. Anyway, so today we're back and we want to talk a little bit what's going on in the news. And it's very interesting because Blake Lively and Justy Baldoni, have endless stories about they keep making themselves relevant, like how they're doing that.
First of all, this sounds like stupid considering that we're talking about it on the show. I don't understand the fascination with it. Like
Okay.
at first I did, but now that it keeps dragging on, I'm starting to think that they both just have their PR people propping this up because I don't get like, okay, he's suing them. They didn't enjoy each other's behavior on the show, but like, is it really that interesting still? I mean, can you fill me in on that?
I mean, I think the interesting thing is that we haven't seen like co-stars hating each other as much as this.
Yeah.
Like it happened before. I heard like in old movies in Hollywood or some kind of like 90s or 80s movies, but we haven't seen something like that in a very long time. So it's a very shocking thing to think about. Like you're gonna be someone's romantic interest in a movie, and everything goes wrong. Like your husband started taking production. Ryan Reynolds, right, that tried to own the production of the movie.
Yeah.
Then Blake Lively comes out and she wants to take over wardrobe, and then creative, ideas about the show, about the movie, about how he's. Can we start again? Start again. I don't think I like this.
No, we can't.
Let's start again.
No.
Let's start again.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
I'll clip this off of the front.
Let's
of
start
it.
from the beginning again. We're practicing. Hello, guys.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back.
Los Angeles couple here.
That's right. I'm
We're back.
Dante. That's my wife, Evie.
I'm the wife.
You may remember us from a year or two ago when we used to do this, and now we're back.
We're totally back. I'm so excited to be back. Get on the plane and grab a parachute, and we're gonna talk about all the cool new things happening right now.
Yeah, anybody who wants to have their life insurance policy pay off for a friend or family member, take a flight anywhere. Book a trip to anywhere. It'll probably go down.
Actually, one of the things I heard is that when you buy a ticket on an airline, you sign a liability thing. You don't even see it, like you skip through it, because I never read it, that those kind of terms of condition, which says that you absent the airline of any incident. If something happens to you,
Yeah.
they're not gonna pay you off.
But like, yeah, and I don't know. I suppose that the airline companies couldn't exist if you didn't have some kind of system like that. But I'm talking about like your personal insurance policy.
You're like disappearing. You pick up the worst colors.
Your personal insurance policies. Like, how long? State Farm already pulled out of California over the fires and stuff. How long till they just pull out of the continental United States because so many people are dying in plane crashes that they just can't pay off any of the policies anymore?
By the way, like what's going on with the airplanes? Like I was kind of thinking about that. Like we were going to go to Hawaii this year and we're not going. I mean, as far as I know, we're not going anytime soon. But like I'm kind of scared, low key scared. Like if I get in an airplane, I'm going to be thinking about like, what now?
Yeah. Just last night, there was like a flight that was going to Honolulu
from
LAX.
That could be us.
Yeah, it had to turn around after an hour and a half. Where you're just flying over the ocean, and they're like, "Oh, we got to turn around."
They're back
Horrifying.
here?
Yeah, and then another plane that was going to Sydney, Australia, had to turn around because there was smoke in the cabin. Someone got smoke inhalation, and like that was just last
God.
night. Then this morning,
What is
I
the
don't-
one about Rome? The Rome air.
yeah,
Is it
that's
that
what I was
one?
gonna say.
Okay.
There
Okay.
was a fake bomb threat on a plane from Delhi to
New York.
or the other way around.
Yeah.
And so it had to be diverted back to Rome
Whoa.
and was accompanied, flanked by 2 jet fighters
From Rome.
fly it
Yeah.
back.
From Italy. I think like America's flying how you say, like when you talk about reputation, is pretty bad right now.
Well, you know, I don't know if this is all Boeing, but I will say
Okay.
this is what happens when you let Boeing kill a guy who was about to testify against them, allegedly.
You should
But,
totally picked up a different outfit. You keep disappearing into
it's an LA
the
outfit. I don't know. Who cares?
yeah.
But like, remember, and like, no one talks about that anymore. The guy was testifying against Boeing, or he was about to testify.
Yeah.
And he like even went on TV and was like, I want to testify, like I'm not suicidal. And then next thing you know, he
He's
shoots
dead.
himself in his car.
Yeah,
And they
right.
just get away with it.
And all like people that were involved in that case, they all suddenly disappear, die, or have cancer, and suddenly it's terminal and
then-
they die.
Okay, so like that happens last year, and now this year, every fucking plane is falling out of the sky or flipping upside down, or it's like the airline industry saw that. Even if it's not all Boeing responsible for this, the airline industry saw that and said, we can get away with anything. We can
Yeah.
kill a guy and no one's gonna do anything.
Why are they so protected? You think they have like? By the way, I'm kind of surprised. Like, you think this is a manufacturing problem? You don't think this is some kind of maintenance infrastructure? Because like
I think it's
we
both.
had good 10 years with no good incidents, as far as I remember. Like not something like in America. I've seen planes falling in other parts of the world, South America, China, but I haven't seen anything in America like this happening since like maybe even 9/11. I don't recall anything like that.
Yeah, we've been on a streak of like 20 years or so without any major air catastrophes.
Yeah.
So part of me thinks maybe it's just statistical and we were due, but the other part of me is like things have been going bad the last few years anyway with Boeing and all that. So like, oh, do I show the dog when I move my
No.
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe we should take this coconut stuff out. Maybe we just want to see us.
No, it's okay.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like I don't know if, but like all of a sudden everything's going badly, and it does follow on the heels of reports of Boeing and other big airlines.
Oh, you know, I
Business
remember
owners.
something. Do you remember when I think last year there was like a blackout on the airports, and there was like some kind of blue screen, and they couldn't load the systems for the airplanes, or there was like some kind of Windows update. Do you remember, you guys, like the Windows update, blue screen, black? Remember that was like that blue screen showing the airports.
Yeah, that's
So
right.
just as a data, because like I used to work in tech, and although I'm not working in tech anymore, my brain can help to think about after that update, a year after, everything is going down. I wonder if there's some kind of weird software problem going on right now. After that, something went wrong, because there's a lot of cool. I start following a lot of like pilots on YouTube after the incidents, because I'm like, I want to understand what's going on. So when I go to the bathroom, I don't want to just go to the bathroom, scroll to the Instagram. I want to learn about airplanes, because it's how my mind works. Anyways, so I'm following this pilot guy, and he talks about like the airplanes. He noticed now when there's like this things to do the health check in the airplane, right? So apparently those health check systems are not responding back. So for example, let's say that they do like, I don't know, gas and turbine tests.
Yeah.
It goes positive, everything is okay, but then midair, then the system updates and give the pilot like, actually it's bad, things are not good, and then the pilots have to come back. Or some pilots that try to go to Hawaii, that he's like, I don't feel like it, guys, the engine is not doing well, it sounds
That
bad.
was a great pilot. Yeah,
The
there
great
was a
pilot.
pilot who was like, I got a bad feeling about this. I don't want to fly it.
That's
I hope
my
every
pilot.
I hope they're all thinking and acting that way.
They all trying, but the problem is if you cannot trust the system and the software updates are not great, then then what? We might need some kind of other technology to compensate for that.
I don't know what they're going to do. I mean, I don't know if it's good or bad that Trump is firing a bunch of people at the FAA, because are they really going to be getting down to the granular, like, oh, we know this guy's bad.
They
we know this
firing
person's
people for
good.
the FAA?
Yeah. And
I mean, what were they like not doing much? Like, what is the performance
I'm okay
like?
with firing people who aren't doing well, but like we should do a little bit of due diligence to make sure that you're firing the right people.
Yeah.
Because apparently they also fired a big group of people who were like charged with overseeing nuclear for the United States.
Well,
Who were like, hey,
we need those
fire
people.
us. And now they're struggling to hire those people back. So,
oh wow, I heard that they fire a lot of people from the IRS. I was watching a video on YouTube randomly about tech layoffs, and then the next video was about the IRS layoffs. So there was like people like, oh, I worked in IRS for 27 years. You know, I don't have a career. I always worked here, and you know, although I know they're human beings and it's hard to lose their job, F the IRS. I'm like, you gotta get out of there. I was happy. I was like, you know what? For once,
well, I am happy about it.
I'm happy about the IRS. You get a Paul. I'm
Well,
sorry, IRS people. If you guys follow us, I hope. I'm sure you don't. I'm sure you don't have a life. But you know what? The IRS people, I felt like that was like the villains of the public sector. I felt kind of satisfied.
I mean, look, it's not an original idea. Like everybody has hated the IRS forever. The thing is,
I was happy. I was like, the lady was like crying, and I was just thinking to myself, I was like, how many people you fucked up over, during the tax seasons? I could never imagine 27 years she's been ruining people's lives. So it's time to go around, maybe get a job on a Wells Fargo and get out.
well, they could at least give the fired IRS employees some free airline vouchers.
It's true. Go on a trip that you're never gonna come back.
Or anywhere.
Yeah, that's so fun. That's a very hard-stern thing to say. So, that's awesome.
But what I was going to say is that they hired like 80,000 new IRS agents in the last few years.
Who are they?
And they went after normal people. Like the whole idea is like, oh, they're going to go after rich people and get that money that they're not paying in taxes. Meanwhile, no, they're just lazy. Everything in human nature, whether it's at the highest levels of government or whether it's right here in the living room, if we don't feel like cleaning up, everyone reverts to their laziest instincts most of the time.
It's true.
And
it's
true. That's what they're going to do. It's much easier to go after us. Not that they have. Hope you don't.
Don't come after us.
Go after someone who can afford high-powered lawyers.
Yeah.
So
that's not cool. I don't like that. But okay, let's move subjects a little bit. Okay. We're going to talk a little bit about Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni. So Dante was asking.
Still in the news.
The thing is, people are shocked. They're supposed to be in some kind of lovers on the screen, and you never see. Usually, people are so polite and passive aggressive, and they're like, "How is it to work with this person?" Everybody's just like, "Oh, it's so great to work with this person. It was so enlightening. Oh my god, changed my life. I'm a vegan now because I worked with him." Like, there's always some kind of positive payback for working with someone, but like Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni, they have an endless pit of hate for each other.
Yeah, it's great. First of all, because it exposes who she really is, which is just like an angry, mean girl.
I gotta give it to her. I really enjoy watching Gossip Girl, and the fact that she's just like her character Blair Waldorf, it's amazing.
She's great. She's a great actress when she's playing someone like herself. Like, I never saw Gossip Girl, but we watched
Blake Waldorf.
Right.
No, Blake, no. What is her name again? Blake Waldorf? I think it's Blake Waldorf. No, Blake, no.
Black Waldo.
No, I think I forgot the name of the character. Billy
Mays.
Okay, doesn't matter the name.
Billy Mays here. Okay, so or the movie that we saw with her and Anna Kendrick, Simple Favor, where she's like
that was a good movie.
Manipulative backstab. Like that's perfect.
She looked
very good actress and stuff like that.
It was funny. There's a scene that she's like, do it. This is not good. I don't like how you keep disappearing on it.
What the hell's going on here?
There we go. We're back.
Okay. Hopefully people can hear us. Can you check the feed? Jesus.
We are talking about things, so many things that you want to hear. Talking about things, so many things that you want to hear.
Okay, perfect.
So, about Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni. Okay, funny. Like, so first of all, she's accusing him of sexual harassment, SA. So I shouldn't say that because the video is gonna get blocked. She's accusing him of SA, or SH. Sorry, SH. And then he comes back, and there's a lot of receipts that she was very inviting with him. Then he has receipts on her that she's trying to involve like Taylor Swift, Ryan Reynolds, and use all her dragons to kind of get influence, creative influence in the movie.
Yes, and real quick before I get to that, just so that I'm not being seen as unfair to Blake, I was going to say it exposed who she really is, and it exposed guys like Justin Baldoni who pretend to be all spiritual.
He's a creepy guy,
and they're just like asshole weirdo freaks.
Hi, Blake.
Yeah.
Hi, Blake. I know it's 2 a.m. and you must be like next to your husband right now, but I'm calling you with this very, sexy voice to tell you that
and I would say it exposes Justin Baldoni, but no one knows who the fuck he is or what his personality is like in the first place.
Yeah, he's pretending he's like those creepy granola yoga guys that go to Equinox, does like meditation once a week and sound bath like once a week too, and then he thinks that he's enlightened. He's called himself a feminist. Meanwhile, although I don't believe that's completely SH, I think he did a little SH because I saw the footage of them dancing or whatever, and I could tell that she was uncomfortable with the kisses, and she said it was not on script. They were just improvising. Like, as a director, if you're gonna bring your actors to an improvised scene of kissing, you could say like, you know what, we're gonna do improvise the scene. We're gonna just get some footage, and I'm gonna be, kissing you in the neck and do some stuff like that. Do you want to coordinate with the intimacy coordinator, or you want to just go for it? He didn't give her an option. He starts shooting. He's just like touching her, sniffing her neck, and saying, I know people are saying like, oh, the actors are supposed to do it, but like, you're not in a relationship with the person. Give her the heads up that you're gonna do that.
Yeah, no, he absolutely should have. I mean, in the modern Hollywood, especially,
just say it.
You have to do it.
It will cover his, cover his ass for anything else that goes wrong. But he did not do it, and it was not that bad. But like, can you imagine being uncomfortable? You're right. You don't like the guy, and he's like sniff, and it's not in the pages. Like, you kind of like back off, and. But I understand that she exaggerated a lot of the stuff. But you never know, when you just. By the way, women, when we gave birth, as soon as we gave birth. Like, there's some kind of like a brain fog that happens. And maybe she's in the brain fog state. She shouldn't be doing a movie right after giving birth.
Possibly. But I guess it was a very hot piece of IP. It Ends With Us. I guess it is very popular with people, the book. So maybe she was like, even though I'm getting weird vibes from this guy, I think I'm going to win an Oscar for this one. And you could tell that she thought she was going to win an Oscar, just the way she acted it.
I didn't like the wardrobe, though. She's putting on those weird maxing like patterns that don't go together. It's not cool. Like, she looks like the homeless lady down from Lincoln Boulevard in Los Angeles. It doesn't look that great. But look, just moving forward here for Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni. What is your final take on that?
So my final take is like, somehow it's still garnering enough public interest. They're playing the media game very well. And in the midst of all this, Blake and her husband, Ryan Reynolds, show up at the Saturday Night Live 50th anniversary.
Oh, yeah, SNL 50. Like, what do you want to do? You want them to stay home? Like, they cannot go out of the house, out of the house?
And so people who may not have seen it, basically, there was a segment where Tina Fey and Amy Poehler are standing on stage, and they're doing a Q&A with a bunch of different celebrities in the audience. So all these celebrities are making cameos, and then they're like, Ryan Reynolds. Yes, you have a question. And then
how's it going?
He stands up, and they say, yeah, how's it going?
Nothing happening.
No, he goes, good. What have you heard? you know, and then they laugh, and then he makes like some dumb joke about something related to SNL, and everyone.
Kevin Costner's face gives it all, guys. We are not sharing the screen right now. I don't know why we're not sharing the screen,
because it's too much trouble.
Too much work. Next time we will set up different, but like, guys, Google it. The face that Kevin Costner was giving in that part, it was incredible. It was so funny. He was like literally looking at Blake Lively. He was like shooting her. He was
sitting behind them, right?
Yeah. And by the way, I actually was more uncomfortable. Talk about SNL 50. I was more uncomfortable with I don't know, the guys in front of Jenna Ortega and Kevin Costner. How many times they bumped into her head was like 5 times. I swear to God.
I think that's obviously a joke.
No. It was an accident. No. They talked to her. It was not. It was an accident. It really was.
It was Jason Sudeikis and I want to say Will Forte.
They were hitting her in the head. Like, I was just like, if you hit me in the head like that, I'll destroy this.
Well, it was funny, but getting back to Blake and Ryan. So that was kind of an acknowledgement of the scandal.
She looked great. The dress was great. The hair was good.
Yeah. And everyone's like, what are you guys doing here? Well, how could you show up and make light of this situation?
What are you doing here? Yeah. Like the Californians. They should have done the California ones. What are you doing here?
Maybe if Bill Hader had showed up, they would have. But like,
they should.
Yeah, like, oh, you're making light of this situation, even though your wife is claiming that she was SH'd and SA or SH'd only. And everyone's upset.
I don't care. Get out of the house. What are you supposed to do?
Like, listen, if you've paid any attention to this lawsuit, you can tell that, like, they're both assholes, Blake and Baldoni.
Baldoni's in Hawaii right now. He's like chasing the Hawaiian ladies.
These are just...
He's meditating with them there. He's drinking Mai Tais naked on the beach, baby.
These are rich people problems. It's a $400 million lawsuit. On the one side, you got Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively, who got to be worth at least a couple hundred to a few $100 million.
Yeah.
On the other side, you have Justin Baldoni, who, we never heard of him, but he's got some billionaire backing his whole thing who's like bankrolling his studio. I forget the guy's name, but some of the audience might
He's
know it.
Also his lover.
Well, no.
Allegedly. I'm joking. That's a joke, guys. Yeah. Come on. No, but like I agree. I think that, he's in Hawaii, he's meditating, he doesn't care. And she went out for a night out. They live in New York, around New York, or Hamptons. I don't know what the heck they live, but they went there. Mom and daddy are out. They have like 4 kids. So, nothing better as a parent to like really leave your kids with grandma or nanny. Dress up, go out with SNL people. They're fun. They're people that they know for years. Have fun. It's SNL 50. How many times that you're going to have a celebration like that? You know what I mean? This is a landmark. This is an important time.
If you're annoyed with them for being there just because like the people who are there don't want to get roped into it and don't want to have to talk to them and don't want to feel like they have to take a side or something, that's one thing. But don't pretend like, oh my God, how could you go out?
Go out. Blake Lively and Ryan. Go out.
Oh.
We need better PR. We need better jokes. By the way, Ryan.
It was a great moment, by the way.
And he looked, I'll tell the truth. I could read a little bit his body language. He looks very skinny and stressed because all this the lawsuit and everything going on. So I'm like, I can tell that he's feeling very stressed. He looks skinnier than ever. That tan thing to cover up didn't cover up. Ryan Reynolds had to own it, be himself. And I don't know, everybody's going to forget about this. Give like 3 years. People are not going to remember this. He's going to release his, other movie. Blake Lively is going to play the mean girl because that's who she is.
Yeah. This thing is going to be forgotten so quickly. Like I really think nobody actually cares even now, and that they're just keeping it in the news somehow.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't get like every new update. Like, isn't that interesting?
Who's happy about it? His lawyer. His lawyer is actually a lawyer that sued him because apparently he stole a script from a guy that has autism. I don't know which production was it.
Baldoni
yes,
did that?
Yeah, he did. Wow. And then that lawyer kind of put him in his place in a way. It was kind of like a weird thing. And anyways, he won over him. So then Baldoni hired that lawyer that was against him. And it's kind of interesting, right? Very Game of Thrones. And that lawyer loves to be everywhere. That lawyer is on TMZ talking to Harvey. That lawyer is talking to the influencers. He's talking to the guys online that like the tea that drop the tea or whatever. That lawyer he's in his Beyonce world tour.
Yeah, he is. And by the way, that's more evidence with Baldoni that
The lawyer likes that. He's a pop star now.
Yeah, but every like new age Zen spiritual guy,
there's a creep.
There is a dark side. This guy's stealing scripts from people with autism. There is a dark side.
What would you do?
People.
What would you do if I was in a movie with Baldoni and he calls me 2 a.m. to apologize? How would you feel about it?
I mean,
hi, Blake.
I would send him a nice message back.
You send a nice
Hey, Justin. I don't know how to put this, but I'll fucking kill you.
You know exactly where he wants to put this.
Why don't you come on over right now?
No, like he's like the 3 a.m. call. He's so cringy. Like, don't ever, if you're a director or aspiring to be a director or work with someone in a movie, don't call your co-star or your coworker at 2 a.m. If you're doing that, that means that there is more than just work relationship.
Supposedly she had messaged him right before, but
I don't think it was right before. It was hours before, and it was kind of like a text message to kind of just end into the morning. And it didn't mean that he's gonna be up late. And you can send me a vlog. It's a 6 minutes and a half voice message. By the way, what kind of storage does she has in her phone? Because people on my phone, they leave me like a minute maybe and cuts in half. I don't know what kind of storage she has or kind of plan that she can have long messages. I don't have that. How come you can get 6 minutes messages? Explain to me.
I don't know. Maybe it was an iCloud link.
I don't even know. I don't even know.
Justin.
Let's moving forward now about the Oscars. Oscars are coming next
Oscars
weekend.
Next week. Let's talk about the nominations.
Which Oscar? Which number are we now? What Oscars we are now?
Oscars 50.
It is 50?
No, I don't know. It's got to be like 88 or 90 by now.
Oh, I can look here.
You know what's not nominated? Blake Lively for Best Actress for It Ends With Us. No matter how hard she tried, and you could tell with just the way she was acting in that movie, like, it ends with us.
It ended with
she's
them.
like, this is my greatest work. I know we're going to get an Oscar nomination.
She always looks like this, like.
Yeah, it's like, Jesus Christ. And same for about that. Nobody's nominating that movie, but somehow it did well enough that they think they're going to get a sequel.
Guys, we're going to have the 97, 3 years close to 100 Academy Awards happening next weekend. And by the way, let's talk a little bit about the best movie nominations real quick.
Yeah, can you pull up a list? Because I haven't.
I'm going to pull out the list.
For the last several years, I haven't seen practically any of these movies. They nominate the most boring shit. They're trying to make the Oscars like a very exclusive club for artists only. It's like, that's fine, but why don't you go back to them not being televised like they were in the 30s?
Okay. Best Picture. Best Picture.
Okay, number one.
Best Picture. Anora, I haven't seen it. I don't want to hear that story. I don't care. I don't think I care.
Sex worker positive or something like that.
Not interested.
People have said it was good.
No, I don't think they did. No one did. I'm not interested in seeing that movie. The Brutalist. It was brutally long.
Yeah. First of all, the whole time I'm thinking it's about like some horrible Nazi concentration camp.
And then I told him that's
I didn't know. Then we get there and it's just about the art, brutalism.
No, it's about someone that survives the Holocaust and then they have to migrate to America to be safe.
Yeah.
And then the kind of like prejudice that you had to face in America after you survive World War II. You come to America to be a survivor and then you're completely discriminated here. There's anti-Semitic groups here or anti-immigrant groups here. And then you have to establish yourself in society. This guy was a famous architect in Hungary. And then he comes in here and he's working construction. It's literally like the American dream. And I love that movie in that sense because you see like the suffering and the struggle. And then people are saying your accent's so strong. If you didn't have the accent, you would do better. Well, it's horrible things. And as someone with accents, I have an accent, as you can hear, a Brazilian, Italian, strong accent. It's kind of sad. Like you think about like the opportunities that you could have if you didn't have that. And what's his name? Adrian Brody. You did it, bro.
He did a great job. So here's what I'm thinking. Like, number one, yeah, like I'm going in expecting some horrific Holocaust movie. There's barely any Holocaust in it, which I guess is a good thing, because that would actually be, more depressing to have to sit through.
It was pretty depressing. There was a SA scene.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's as you said, it's about an architect who works in the brutalist style.
No, he created the brutalist
No, he
style.
didn't create it. It's just the brutalist style, which, as I said to you, is called brutalism because it makes you feel like shit while you're looking at it.
No, it's brutalist because he created, and it's based on the environment that he was during the Holocaust. So he was imprisoned and in small rooms that were very like claustrophobic. So the brutalist style brings that kind of claustrophobia, which I don't understand because Italians love to make things beautiful, and I don't know why it looks like a penitentiary.
Well, no, he's not Italian. He's
Hungary,
like Eastern European or something.
Yeah. But anyways, that movie has potential. I think he could win Best Actor.
Adrien Brody did a great job. It's a good movie. It's interesting. You hated the soundtrack. I remember that.
I hate the soundtrack.
But it's worth the watch. Now, here's one problem I have with it. It's like over 3 hours long. There's an intermission where you're supposed to get up out of your movie theater seat and go walk around for 15 minutes. And then I find out it's not even about a real guy.
No?
It's a total work of fiction. Because I'm like,
I thought it was someone that exists. He told me.
That's what pissed me off. I'm like, I can't wait to read about this real guy like Leo, whatever the fuck. I come out, it's like
fake.
This is just like, inspired by depressing architecture from the mid-century. Like,
wow.
I don't like it when they try to pass it off. And we had the same problem with that Cate Blanchett movie last year, Tar, where she plays the
violin,
the classical music person,
the maestro. She's a maestro.
I'm like, I can't wait to read about this fascinating person, Lydia Tarr. It's fucking fake.
Yeah, I mean, anyways, next movie, A Complete Unknown, and that's a complete unknown movie. What is that one about?
The Bob Dylan movie, which we've been
trying to see. Yeah,
we just haven't had a chance to.
We will. We'll watch it on HBO. It's probably gonna be available this week. I don't want to go to a movie theater to see stuff because sometimes you go there and you're like, what am I doing here? I want to.
The other night we tried to go see for Valentine's Day this movie called Love Hurts with Ki Hoi Kwan.
Guys, we walked out. It was
Ariana
the worst movie ever.
Fucking piece of shit. I thought it was going to be good because it was made by the people that made Nobody with Bob Odenkirk, which is like an entertaining action romp. It was just like kind of a rewrite, except characters you don't care about. And they somehow managed to get the two best supporting Oscar winners in the last few years that everyone thought, I don't think they should have won, in Ki Hoi Kwan and Ariana DeBose, who won for West Side Story, which was basically just a blowjob to Spielberg to be like, here, take a fucking Oscar for your movie and get out of here.
I don't know.
Begging for Oscars every year.
Yeah, I don't really.
You're only getting them for the actors this time, Steve.
Steve. So then we have I'm Still Here, which is the Brazilian movie, and actually it's about a real person. It was based on a biography of this guy's family. So the director of that movie, he went to school. He was one of the kids in the movie that went to this house of the family, and he grew up there. And the guy that wrote the book was the son of this woman. And literally, it talks about after the Cold War in Brazil, there was a big dictatorship that came in. The military takes over power, and then anything that people used to love and care about, live freely by the beach, it's just is taken away. People were being taken away and interrogated. And that's the Best Actress for Fernanda Torres, which I want to talk a little bit about Fernanda Torres, just to kind of.
Are you sure you're not describing The Brutalist?
No, it's Fernanda Torres. And by the way, Fernanda Torres, her mom is Fernanda Montenegro, and they were the Central Station. Her mom was nominated like 20 years ago or 20 years ago, I don't remember, for Central Station, another movie. And they were the first Brazilian actresses to ever be nominated for an Oscar and win a Golden Globe or something like that. And it was amazing. One of the things about Fernanda Torres that people were talking about is how great of actress she is. She has a lot of good expressions of her eyes. She acts with her eyes. There's a lot of she's holding the emotion in. She's not like just bursting into tears. Like everybody feels like when you cry in that movie. I haven't seen the movie, by the way. I've seen a lot of commentary about it. I want to watch it, but I heard it people cry because like she's holding in so much, and her facial expressions are so good that it's like a master class for acting. And on the other note, there's people talking about how actresses in Hollywood, they do so much plastic surgery and Botox, which is kind of making their acting less efficient. And they think about like, there's, I heard about producers and people that make movies and directors saying that they have to over insert like overly dramatic soundtracks, or the dialogue has to be too forced to kind of show emotion, because they cannot count on the face of the actresses to show those emotions naturally. So one of the things about that people really like about Fernanda Torres and other European actresses is that, by the way, Brazil has a lot of plastic surgery. Fernanda Torres is one of the people that don't have plastic surgery. So she can, she's really good expressing, master class of acting.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Blake, I don't know what to say.
Really?
No, that's good. But I just haven't seen the movie yet.
So I haven't seen the movie,
okay.
But I'm just saying, like, do you think, because like, see the Irishman, like it's so weird to see De Niro, that kind of young face, and then he's older and he's whatever. And, all those movies that use CGI to correct, I heard that Nicole Kidman used CGI to correct her flaws as well. Yeah. So it's a weird thing. Like, show yourself as you are. That's why I love The Substance, another movie that's like nominated with Demi Moore, because we really see her in a way that is like, wow, this is Demi Moore as she is, naked in front of the mirror with whatever. But she's beautiful, by the way. But it's like the way actresses or people that live in LA or women look at ourselves. We like look in the mirror. We always like, okay, that needs to be better. Like even right now, I'm looking at myself. I'm thinking about like, oh, my hair, I should have done something different. Doesn't look that great. I don't know if my makeup is good. So it's like we're so judgmental. We're so
Well, I mean, Demi is very vulnerable, but like a good performance too.
So good.
Probably had no shot at winning the Oscar.
She did.
Until
I noticed she could.
No, I mean, obviously a nomination was probably in order, especially given her long career and the fact that she'd never been nominated before. Until the Emilia Perez controversy, where the transgender lead who was nominated for an Oscar suddenly ruined the momentum of the entire movie. It seems like
I heard that movie is not that great.
Well, okay, so someone dug up their old tweets.
Be careful what you put out there on the internet.
Yeah, it was very let's just say phobic of many different groups, some specific, some others. I don't know which ones we can mention by name here, so we won't. Look them up yourself.
Look it up. Google it.
And like the director's like, I don't even want to talk to her right now. She's disgusting and blah blah blah. Killed the momentum of the film, which is great because everyone was saying the entire time, this movie sucks. Why is it getting so lauded and getting so many nominations? It's horrible.
The same reason why the fire department didn't work well in LA.
That's right. Karen Bass produced and directed Emilia Perez, but she was out of town during the making of it. Okay.
No, the movie doesn't look great. I saw one of the musical line. Actually, I didn't watch the movie, but there's like a clip line that talks about cut her D. And I couldn't believe, I was like, this has to be fake. This has to be some kind of SNL show or some kind of European thing. That was the real song. And I was just like, I was just looking at it. I was just like, what is this?
Can I make a comment also about Zoe Saldaña? She's given Taylor Swift a run for her money as like the most fake award acceptor in Hollywood history. Every single award, she gets up there and all of a sudden the tears come out and she's like, I gotta thank everybody. And she's yelling and then she's swearing at the BAFTA awards. They gotta pull her off stage. Like she won't leave the stage anymore. She's just clutching the award and the mic and they're like clawing her back. Like it's insane. Just the first time you win that it's a surprise. Okay. But like save something for the Oscars too. If you win an Oscar, what are you going to do? Take out a flamethrower and start torching the front row? Like, calm down.
Calm down. Tom Hanks is sitting there. No, I was kind of thinking to myself, like, I speak multiple languages, right? So I can speak like Portuguese. I can speak like some, I speak Italian. I can speak some Spanish, not that well, actually. I understand some of it if you speak very slowly and chill. But the way she pronounced the names of Selena Gomez, I am a baby. And then she's saying like this like forceful way, like she wants to pronounce like the way it's supposed to be pronounced. Like in one way, it's like but like it's every name, every person, Selena Gomez, and I'm just like, as someone to speak different languages, like we don't need that. Like I don't know, it felt so forced, it's so fake. Like I was like, I hate you. Like stop doing that. And she's like, I'm a Latina, and I'm like, I am too. Stop with the fake thing. Like I hate that.
Can't believe I'm up here nominated with Demi Moore.
No, Demi Mare, Date More.
So that's Emilia Perez.
Emilia Perez.
I think that because of the leads tweet storm,
I'm cheering for Substance for best movie.
Well, no, it's not going to win that. But like Demi Moore probably has a chance based just on like the
best actress
and nostalgia vote and like the honoring your career vote, which happens to act like Al Pacino got the honoring your career vote for Scent of a Woman. She might pull it out.
Yeah.
And you know, the Emilia Perez thing, like I don't know if the lead actress what's her name? I don't know. It's not
Emilia Perez.
I don't know if she's acted before or she's gonna be acting again.
Actor, little actress, leading role.
It just goes to show you, by the way.
She's not. I'm still here. Oh no, it doesn't show here. Oh, Carla Sofia Gascon.
Yeah, it just goes to show you everyone can be an asshole. Absolutely.
Everyone. You know, that's doesn't matter your gender. You can also be an asshole. Doesn't matter what. Yeah. So anyways, right, so Conclave, I haven't watched that. We got to watch it. We're going to wait until the Pope die, actually, so we can actually feel this the real thing.
Yeah, we want to feel like we're watching it live.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we're doing. That's our plan. So we're going to save our popcorn for that one.
The other ones that are nominated, like Dune Part 2 and Wicked, that's just like, hey, like here's congrats for
producing
big movies
that
did well.
Dune 2 looked fabulous. That movie looked like real. It looked like I was on a different planet in a desert. I like it. And honestly, I think Chalamet did better. I love his acting on Dune. Like he was really good. Like he pretended to be some kind of messiah. Dante fell asleep halfway and then he woke up again and he was back on track. But I don't know how much of the movie you watch it. You sometimes you fall asleep for like 15 minutes and he wake up and he'll be interested, and then I'll look at it again and he's sleeping again.
I mean, the Dune franchise, you can fall asleep for 15 minutes, you wake up, it's still the same scene.
It's so true.
So
okay, so fine. Wicked. I don't think Wicked deserved to be the best movie. That movie, it's cute, but it's like I don't know why
they nominate 10 movies per year now, and so
okay, they made a good box office. They made money. They made money. They made money.
At the box office. That's
okay. You made money in the box office. Doesn't matter if your movie is great, creative, or amazing. You get nominated. Okay, got it. Yeah. Good return to the investors. I got it. Actor in the leading role, Timothée Chalamet. And complete no.
First on the list is Adrian Brody with The Brutalist.
I think he did a great job.
Earlier.
He deserved it.
Should
honestly,
win.
He should win. And then it's Ralph Fiennes.
Rafe Fiennes
on Conclave. Now, no, we haven't seen that one.
Here's a dark horse.
Oh, by the way, Sebastian Stan on The Apprentice. Yeah. We want, but guys. Back before Trump got reelected, in the beginning of the elections were about to be revealed. We don't know who is going to win the election. We went to see the movie. It was not playing in the mainstream movie theaters here like Cinemark. We had to go to some kind of weird Culver City theater here in LA. Almost like
that's the one that Amazon owns.
Yeah. But you go there and the movie theater was full, and I was surprised. Because back in the day, people hate Trump. And some people still hate him, and we're all sitting there, and I was thinking people are gonna boo him or whatever. But guys, it's not about liking Trump or not. It's about what build the man. What is the man? What hardened him in life? What hardened him? Who was this person behind him?
A different type of Trump and a different time in America, which was very much about like success and building, and so. Sebastian Stan was actually really good in like a subtle Trump way. It wasn't a caricature. It was not
an SNL character.
It wasn't what you expect from like the Trumps that you see today. It's the younger guy, a little more understated.
And I love the fact that you said that actually, because when I saw his performance, I was thinking to myself, this is a difference between an SNL sketch guy or a comedian doing a role and a real actor. Like real actor, dramatic actor, because he didn't do it in a goofy way, but the way he does this teeth thing, like the Trump does the teeth thing, he didn't change his voice tone. He sounded just like himself.
Yeah.
He did a little more nasal voice, and the teeth and the body language, it was spot on. And it's like his take on Trump. But anyways, it was a great movie. I recommend for anyone that likes movie, whether you like Trump or not, or it's about acting. It's about knowing the story, right? You gotta know who is the guy, like who is and it's not about knowing Trump. It's about knowing what built someone with so much hunger for power and money and winning. Because he could have just ended things as, oh, he's gonna be a developer for small apartments. That's it. He wanted a bill. He wanted to own like what's the name of the building that he gave it to his wife to do it. That did a movie.
The hotel.
Yeah, what's the name
Plaza
of
Hotel.
the Plaza? His dream was to buy the Plaza. He bought the Plaza. It's insane. He made that. He said it was one of his dreams, and the other dream was to become the president of the United States, and he did it the second time. So it's crazy.
It's an interesting story. So we got that. Timothy Chalamet, we haven't seen that one. And sadly, have not seen Coleman Domingo in Sing Sing. He's usually a good actor, though, so I'm sure that it's well deserved.
We don't need to read all the list. We just want to say those movies.
Let's just go through the main people real quick, just to do a quick
actress in the leading role. It's
a supporting role. I think we're going for Kieran Culkin.
Kieran Culkin.
He's good.
We love him, and we love him for Succession. I love his personality.
Yeah, he just. I mean, it's like him kind of playing himself a little bit, but it works. His thing that he does works.
And when we watched the movie too, I was telling you, babe, I was like, oh my God, it feels like we're just watching a reality show because he's so real about how he reacts and his personality. He's definitely not anticipated when he's acting. He really like listens and feels
he's
it
in the moment, which by the way is tough because his former Succession co-star Jeremy Strong is nominated opposite Sebastian Stan for The Apprentice,
and he's gonna lose for him again
as Roy Cohn, and he does a really great job. But Hollywood is not going to honor any Trump movie beyond the nominations just for the actors.
And the actors know, like they know that they're not going to. There was like at the Hollywood Reporter Roundtable, and they talk about how the movie has been discriminated, how people are asking him who he supports in the election. They're like, actually, Trump hates this movie, because this.
Well, of course he does. He hates any movie that he didn't like.
Anyways,
together.
You want to keep going?
In the leading role,
Cynthia Erivo and Wicked. I don't know about that.
Yeah,
I don't think she deserves. Sorry, I mean I'm not into it. No, she doesn't deserve it. Ariana Grande, Wicked.
More for Wicked or for The Substance.
We wanted Demi Moore. Demi Moore did a better job. Or what's her name? The where is it? Fernanda Torres. I haven't seen the movie, but I know she's a great
actress in a supporting role. I want Zoe Saldana to win so I can see her take out a gun and just blow. No. So I can see whatever she has planned for her speech if she wins, because she's been ratcheting up the intensity with each win, and she's going to have something crazy planned. She might have a full-fledged nervous breakdown on stage. It'll be
Selena.
They're going to be begging.
Selena Gomez. I just want to say, gracias muchas. I didn't say anything. I just say muchas gracias.
Exactly.
Okay.
So animated feature and blah blah. Okay, it's the rest is like shit that no one's gonna.
All right, let's go back to the next theme of the show
because we're coming up on time.
Guy, let's talk a little quickly about Love Is Blind. Who loves that? Oh my God, who loves Love Is Blind? Say you do.
I do.
We do.
We do.
Anyways, we're like half watching sometimes, but this season, guys, I never see that many white guys. It looked like a golf tournament. Those guys, they look like they get out of the golf course. They sitting down. They're about to get the Arnold Palmer. They're wearing the stupid golf clothes. I hate golfers. So I was there, and they all horrible guys. First thing that guy say to, I forgot his name. The name of the guy with the chick that doesn't like her. I forgot their names. Let's go to open the thing with their names. I'm gonna open. Keep people entertained.
Yeah. So this season of Love Is
Take your shirt off. Show your nipples.
Came back and. Spoiler alerts. First of all, we're going to talk about everything that's happened in the 2 sets of episodes that have been released this past weekend and the weekend before to start it off with. So, like,
what?
I haven't seen them blow it this badly. I really wish the producers had stepped in when the one girl, Madison, I believe is her name, who had the two guys that were into her, and then she picked the one guy, and then he was upset that she like got rid of his competition while he's like, of course, behind the guy's back, like going up to him, like hugging him and be like, oh man, I'm so sorry that someone took your girl. Meanwhile, it was him the whole time. The producer should have stepped in and said, Madison, or no, it wasn't even Madison's fault. She was ready to pick a guy. They should have said to the other guy, Taylor or Turner or whatever, you have to pick someone. Go back in the room and tell her you're getting married. Because that was the big storyline of this season, and they just let it go.
I can't find the name of them.
Dealing with like a bunch of people that like you kind of don't care about. I mean, there was the guy who was maybe a stalker, and that was a great cliffhanger for the first week. But once it became clear that he wasn't, at least we think he wasn't, she didn't scroll all the way through that phone, by the way. You know, we're getting really into the details. You have to be a Love is Blind watcher to even know what the hell I'm talking about right now. But she did not scroll all the way through that phone to find out if he'd actually followed her and unfollowed her on Instagram. I feel like she could still figure it out, but maybe not.
Look, I gotta say something to you. I don't know how to find the name of them. They don't list easy in a website.
You know what I should do? You know what we should do then? Let's hold off on this. We'll make a separate video later just about Love is Blind. Where we can have the names and faces, because we forget the names and faces of these people the minute we turn the TV off.
Yeah, I forgot the name. We don't care that much.
Okay,
look,
you know what? I think we've done a great. We're almost done an hour. We've done a great episode so far.
The best episodes ever.
Yeah,
we're gonna make this episode the best episode ever. It's gonna be epic. It's gonna be amazing.
Melania. Was that your Melania impression?
That was my Trump impression. And Melania is like this. Wait, say it's going to be fun.
It's going to be fun. Yes, Donald.
I just wanted to say that this episode, it's going to be the best episode that Donald told me it's going to be. Yes. Don't touch me.
That's a good Melania. Don't touch me.
Don't touch me.
All right. Thank you. If you watched, we'll see you next time.
Subscribe, likes, and a comment. I know there's 3 viewers, but whatever. We're going to post on TikTok. It's going to go viral. So if you get here on the live watching with us, you are witnessing greatness.
You're an American hero. We'll see you next time.
Oh, wait. Our pug wants to say goodbye to people.
Real quick. Headless pug.
Why is it not showing? Here.
There we go. Hey, girl.
The little pug.
Okay. Thank you. We'll see you next time.